Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
You can hear me?
You
Let me
can
share.
show me now if you want.
Yeah, no problem. I'll share my screen with you. Wait. I'm just getting the thing up, okay? Hello. Okay. Application, this one. Okay, you said you accept whatever the scholars say, okay? You correct? I'm correct or wrong? First of all.
Yes, if most of them agree, it's
I
Sahih.
know, and this is
I will
what Ibn Taymiyyah he says. This is exactly what Ibn Taymiyyah says. And I just want to start off by saying that Al-Albani, first of all, you understand some Arabic or no?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So this is in his book, The Life and Works of Al-Albani, page 432 to 433. And I can send you any link you want for these books. I can send you the link so you can check yourself if you would like. But it says here, Al-Gharanik. So the story of Al-Gharanik, Qasa, you understand, yeah? وهي قصة Al-Gharanik, the story of Al-Gharanik, Nadam Al-Quran Qul. You understand what this says, yeah?
It destroys.
Yes, exactly. The story of the exalted cranes, a story that destroys the entire Quran. You understand that, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I completely agree. And the reasons why he's saying this is these reasons here. Let me show you. The reason that he's saying it destroys the Quran is because in chapter 15, verse number 9, it says, Indeed, it is we who send down a message. It says here the dhikr, the remembrance. This is false translation. And indeed, we will be its guardian. Allah will protect the Quran. Next, the reason also, this is Allah talking to Shaitan in the same chapter, chapter 15. Indeed, my servants, no authority will you have over them except those who follow you of the deviators. And indeed, hell is the promised place for them all. That's the next verse. So here Allah is saying to Satan, nobody can, you can't have authority over anyone who follows me except those who follow you. So do you agree if the shaitan he put onto Muhammad's tongue something, he has authority over him and his body? You accept that, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you accept that. The final thing is that in chapter 4, verse number 48, it says, Allah does not forgive association with him, but he forgives what is less than that. Anything less than shirk, he forgives. You agree with that as well, yes?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so now what you said with Ibn Taymiyyah, this is his book, Majwa Fatwa. This is in volume 10, page number 291. Now, if we turn here, this is the translation. I can put this in Google Translate if you want. It says, as for those who decided on what was transmitted from the Salaf early Muslims, this is a firm chain of narration transmission that cannot be challenged, and the Quran indicates this by saying, chapter 22, verse number 54. Now, this is what I have put. This is not Ibn Taymiyyah here. The white is me. And I said, the reason that it cannot be criticized is because there are 50 reports and the early Muslims considered this a fact. The reason he's saying that it's a firm chain of narration, why? Because they said this is in the tafsir of these ayat, are well known and proven in the tafsir and the hadith, and it's in the Quran. So you cannot even challenge this transmission. You cannot even challenge this transmission, and that is Ibn Taymiyyah saying this. When he says these are in the tafsir and the hadith, I will show you now all of the tafsir here. This is tafsir al-Tabri, and he says that for the verse number 22, verse number 52, that you consider these Allat, Al-Uzza, and Manat the third. Satan then whispered two words to him. Those are the exalted idols, and their intercession is hopeful. Then he continued and recited the entire chapter, so he prostrated at the end of the chapter. If you prostrate to other idols, do you accept that that is shirk?
Yeah.
Okay, you accept, yeah? So Al-Tabri says this. Doesn't stop there. Al-Baghawi. By the way, Al-Tabri is your oldest tafsir. But Al-Baghawi says the exact same thing. Prostrated at the end of the surah. Do you want to continue? Because Al-Saidi says the exact same thing. If you want to continue as well, Al-Jalalain, the exact same thing. If you want to continue as well, This is the tafsir of Ibn Abbas because all of these are coming from Ibn Abbas. Now, who else says this? You understand Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. In his book, Fath al-Bari, in volume 8, page 439, he says, contrary to what Abu Bakr ibn al-Arabi says, have claimed whereby the story has no basis at all. The paths of hadith are so many, and he says 50, and distinct, it shows that the report has a basis. So, as I said, there are 3 sound but mursal chains, for among them that meets the criteria of Sahih. So how many people have I said now? Ibn Hajar, Ibn Taymiyyah,
You said 4 people
Al-Tabari,
now.
Al-Baghawi, As-Saidi, that's 5, Al-Jalalain, that's 6, and the Tafsir of Ibn Abbas, that's 7. Now, I think you understand these things already, right? You understand what is mursal chains.
Bro, the thing is, like, I know about this story well, but like, what I know is that, like, the people they told me it's false.
I know
And
they told
when
you
I
it's
checked
false,
it,
but my friend, didn't I show you why they're telling you it's false? And even I can show you, well, Al-Albani, he lies. Because as we said in the beginning, correct? Al-Albani says, Nadam al-Quran Qul, destroys the whole Quran. Why would he lie? I'm going to show you why he lies. And I'm going to show you actually the stories in Bukhari as well. Okay? 1 second. Let me just show you what Al-Albani, he says. Why he's lying. 1 sec. Because Al-Albani, he says why he lies. Okay, this is in Sahih al-Sirah al-Nabawiyah by Sheikh al-Albani, page 206 on the book. Why would these Muslims lie to you? He says, indeed we preferred to turn away from mentioning the entire story. Why? So that no one hears it and places it in proper places, except that the story is in As-Sahih. When he says As-Sahih here, you see As-Sahih, he's referring to
it's
Al-Bukhari.
true, it's true.
Yes, you understand. So, what I'm going to tell you right now is that Al-Albani admits the story destroys the whole Quran. He admits he's hiding the story from you. Also, what I'm going to tell you is, he now says that it's in Bukhari. And I'm going to show you how the Muslims, they lie to you. This is Sahih al-Bukhari, Arabic to English. You agree with this, yeah?
Yeah,
Arabic
yeah,
to
yes, of
English.
course.
How do they lie to you? Look. I'm going to show you the page. This is not me blanking out white. I can show you the whole book. It says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. You understand here, yes? In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most
Yes,
merciful.
alhamdulillah, yes, I
Look,
know.
this is the translation. Why have they not translated this? They translate the hadith above, you see?
Wait, which one you want me to translate for you? I can
This.
try.
I translated
Where
already.
is it? No, like, just to verify, which one already? Bismillah, qala ibn.
Look. This here says Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, correct?
Yes,
And
yes.
this here is the translation in the name of Allah,
In
the
the name
gracious.
of Allah, the most
Yeah,
gracious. Ah, the other one, it's not translated.
you see.
Why?
And
Why
this is
not?
in Bukhari. Why? Because, as we know, what Al-Albani he said. What did Al-Albani he say?
We don't want to show it.
No, and it also, it
Because
destroys
it
the
destroys
Quran.
the full
Exactly. So when we go back here, down, what does it say? Regarding Ibn Abbas, so it's fully Sahih. This has the companion of the Prophet. When he wishes, desires, Satan throws into his desire. Exact same. So how many people now they say it? And also, this is not the only time, and I can show you again as well. Too many stories of this, because in the book Before Orthodoxy, this one here, it shows 50 different reports. It's so many people, and Ibn Hajar he said, and Ibn Taymiyyah he said the same thing. Both of them. That there's too many for it not to have a basis, and Muslims they lie about this, saying it's da'if. My friend, I can show you.
Bro, I thought that line is haram. You know, that's why I never challenged it.
My friend, isn't it your prophet who say you can lie to your wife?
Yeah, to your wife to not destroy the.
But isn't it allowed for you to use taqiyya to help people come to Islam?
I don't know how to do it, but I think there are some who does.
Yeah, you can. And you can lie to help people and their relationship with Allah, which is what Al-Albani he's doing. But Ibn Taymiyyah, he was too clever for this, and he'd realized that this story is true. Because as he said, in the beginning, all the Muslims, they thought that this story was true. The whole Salaf. Wait.
But now everyone thinks it's false.
I know, because all the Muslims, they're lying. And people, they're getting them busted now because it's in all of their tafsir. And also, we don't just, not just the tafsir, but this one, okay, it says bisnad, the isnad is sahiyya. But I will show you, not just, this one actually. Yeah, the isnad is sahiyya. This one is fully sahiyya. And I can show you that this is the exact same story. And the isnad is fully sahiyya. Why? Because as I explained up a bit, a fully sahih chain needs Muhammad, the Sahabi, and the Tabi'in. And this story, let me show you the full translation. It has Ibn Abbas and Ibn Jabayr, making it fully sahih. And this is graded sahih by your scholars, not me. And it has the exact same story. So if you want to argue with a Muslim about this, you can go and ask now your Muslim friends, why is it in every single tafsir? Because not only this, my friend, wait, I will show you now. I can show you as well. Let me bring up for you. Ibn Kathir and also Al-Qurtubi both use it as well. So all of your scholars use it.
And what did he say? Like this guy, he was with us. What did he say about it?
Which guy?
Islam way, like my friend.
Islam way, he said he doesn't accept tafsir and he doesn't accept hadith. If
What?
you one second. If you don't accept those two things, you know this Quran here, it is the last revelation from God, correct?
Yes.
The last revelation from God should tell you how to pray, correct? It should tell you how to pray. It doesn't. Go find it. Find it for me and tell me. I will convert to Islam.
It has three
Where?
salas.
Where it tells me? Which verse?
I mean, like it doesn't have like 5 and how to like do exactly stuff you need.
Exactly.
No
You need the sunnah. But why would Allah, for example, Allah in chapter 24, verse 24, Allah, he lets you, he puts in that you can have sex with female captives in your possession.
Okay.
So you can have sex with slaves. But Allah, he forgot to put in how to pray. Allah, he says for you in chapter, one sec. In chapter 4, verse 34, he says that if your wives are disobedient, then you can beat them. And this says discipline them gently. No, it doesn't say this. And we can go to
It's slightly. It says,
no. It says wa'idrabuno. You know this word? Do you know the word drub?
It says, but in the English Quran it says lightly.
No, where's the word lightly? And if we go to the tafsir of this verse,
in the translation.
Yeah, in the translation it says lightly, but in the Arabic, the Quran is Arabic, correct?
No, the Arabic it doesn't say.
Exactly. So you see here, they even lying in the tafsir because in this is not in the Arabic. It says strike them, and this is Al-Qurtubi, and we can also go to Al-Tabari, and I'm sure in Al-Tabari actually he says not to break bones. Look, how does Al-Tabari demonstrate lightly? God has permitted you to strike her, but not severely. What does not severely mean? And do not break her bones. So lightly in Islam,
like slap her.
No, you can punch her, but just don't break her bones. Is that right?
According to what he says.
Yes, but in the Arabic, it doesn't say lightly. So how do you know? Anyways, you can just beat her anyway in the Arabic. There's nothing that says anything.
Yeah, in the Arabic, there's like this guy, if he doesn't take the sunnah at all, man, he's gonna be like a wife beater, and he's gonna.
But going back to my point, my friend. But going back to my point, in the Quran it says you can beat your wife, you can have sex with the sexual slaves, and also you can have sex with people who have not even menstruated, people who are below the age of puberty. But Allah, he tells all these things about sex, but he forgets to put in how to pray, how to make wudu, how many times to pray, how to be a Muslim. So that's my point. How can you be a Muslim? How can you believe in this is the last revelation when he forgets all of the things that make you a Muslim in the Quran?
It's like he didn't talk a lot in detail. That's the thing.
Exactly, my friend. Exactly. He didn't talk a lot in detail, and that's a problem because this is the final revelation, correct?
Yeah.
So it should be in detail.
Yes.
You understand my point. So go now.
Yes.
I want you to understand all the things I've said. I want you to know that I'm being truthful.
Bro, but open that Discord. I cannot join for some reason. It says
You can't join?
like I need. No, I can screenshot for you. It says it's private thing or like.
But you understand that if what I'm saying is true, which I've just proven to you is true, with all of my points on the satanic verses, that Muhammad, he's in hell right now. You understand that, right? So
Bro, but the thing is like in another verse, I think it says that Allah replaced those
no, in
verses
the same
with
verse,
something
okay,
else.
my friend, in the same verse, it says that Allah, he abrogates what Satan he puts into the Quran. But the
Yeah,
Quran is
that's
already
fine.
the Quran is already corrupted because Satan put his words in. And also in the Quran where it says you cannot make another ayah. You agree? Only Allah can make every ayah of the Quran. It's impossible for somebody to make an ayah like the Quran. And Satan, he did it. Satan tricked Muhammad.
Mm-mm.
You understand my
Bro,
points?
it's weird that they say it's false, but dude, I have to verify it.
Yes, you go verify it. You check every single point I made because all of my points are not from my sources. These are from the sources. And I will send you. This is the website, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And this is their education website, EDU. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia Education. And all of the tafsir, the classical tafsir, are on here. And all of them, they accept this verse. This tafsir of what's going on.
Mm. Okay, bro.
So you
Thank you,
understand.
man. Yeah.
But if I'm right, my friend, if I'm right, you understand that Islam is false.
Bro, it's
You understand that though.
well, bro, I cannot say it's false or not. You know, I don't want to
No,
commit.
I know you don't want to make bad things about Islam, but my friend, what I'm saying is, if I'm correct, you understand that Muhammad, he's in hell because Allah in chapter 4, verse number 48 says that he will forgive anything but shirk, and Muhammad, he prostrates to 3 pagan goddesses. You understand that?
Yeah, but I think if you die, you're in shirk, not if you like repented.
But where Muhammad he repented, because in let me show you one more thing, because these verses, you think that they were abrogated straight away, correct?
Mm.
It took 8 years.
Well, so they were in the Quran like for 8 years.
Look, let me show you. Surah An-Najm was brought in 614 AD. These verses were put into the Quran for 8 years. Surah Al-Hajj is in 622. So they were abrogated after 8 years. And I'm going to show you why they were abrogated as well. A Jewish woman came to the Prophet, this is Sahih, and it's in Sunan An-Nisa, Nasai, and he says, you are setting up rivals to Allah and associating others with Him. You say whatever Allah wills, and you will, and you say by the Kaaba. So she is claiming that Allah, that Muhammad, he's committing shirk all day, every day. And Muhammad, he doesn't say, no, I'm not. So then Muhammad, he just says, so the Prophet commanded them if they wanted to swear an oath, say by the Lord of the Kaaba. He doesn't even say, no, I don't do that. She comes to him and she says, you are setting up rivals with to Allah. So I bet the reason that this verse came down is a Jew came to him and said, you are being polytheist.
Mm.
And also, my friend, this is not the only time Muhammad had problems with the shaitan, because in Sahih Bukhari 6063, the Prophet continued for such and such period, imagining that he had slept with his wives, and in fact he did not. One day he said to me, "O Aisha, Allah has instructed me regarding a matter about which I had asked him. There came to me 2 men, one of them sat near my feet and the other near my head. The one near my feet asked the one near my head, 'What is wrong with this man?' The latter said, 'He is under the effect of magic.' So Muhammad, he was under the effect of black magic and was hallucinating that he had boom boom with his wives.
Yeah, but he only was in magic for like 3 months.
3
I
months?
think.
This is
Yeah.
it was 6 months, my friend, and also this is a problem even if it's for one day. Isn't the prophet of Allah meant to be like infallible and have no effect of black magic and not be able to have the shaitan talking to him?
Well, I don't know if it says it, but I don't know if it says that
I mean,
Muhammad is
for
like
example, he's the last prophet, yeah? He needs to be the best example of mankind, and all of a sudden he's hallucinating that he's having boom boom with his wives.
yeah, but because it's a black magic by a Jew, you know.
My friend, isn't Allah meant to protect him from this type of thing? I mean, why didn't the Jew make him say, there's more satanic verses? And even the shaitan was able to infect his mind. So how do you know that this here is not from the shaitan as well?
Maybe because after he healed from that, he corrected, like he read the Quran again or something. He's sure there is no mistake on it.
My friend, I don't know what you're saying. Go to your Muslim friend, ask him about this, and then I'm happy to speak to you about leaving Islam.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna ask him about this. Like,
Okay, ask him, and after come back to me and give him your response. And I'm willing to debate anyone on whatever topic about Islam.
okay.
Okay,
Thank
goodbye.
you, bro.
No problem. Bye.